The world beneath the earth. Long ago, in a small village named Surmapur, surrounded by forests and hills, lived an old woman everyone called Budi Amma. One stormy night, when lightning cracked across the sky and the wind howled like ghosts, Budi Amma heard something rustling behind her hut. When she went to look, she found a strange egg buried halfway in the soil, large, warm, and glowing with a faint green light. It looked like a lizard's egg, but much bigger. Trembling yet curious, she took it home and placed it in a corner. 3 days later, as the first rays of dawn touched it, the egg cracked open. Out came a baby, but not a normal human baby. His eyes were golden, his fingers long and flexible, his skin faintly shimmering green. Instead of fear, Amma's heart filled with affection. She held him close and whispered, "You are my son now." She named him Arush. Years passed. Arush grew up strong and strange. He could climb walls like a lizard, see in the dark, and move silently. But Amma never let him go out much, hiding him from the villagers who might never understand him. One day, when a boy fell into the village well, Arush ran toward it and crawled down the wall like a gecko, saving the child's life. But when the villagers saw him, they screamed, "Monster! Demon!" Terrified, Amma dragged Arush home. That night, staring into the mirror, Arush saw his reflection. Half human, half something else. "Who am I?" he asked softly. Amma trembled and finally said, "My son, you were born from an egg I found near the forest. You're not like others, but you are my blessing." Confused and heartbroken, Arush ran into the forest to find the place where he came from. There stood an old dry well. As he looked inside, a green light glowed and a deep voice echoed from below. "Arush, you are not alone. Others like you live beneath the earth. Come home." Just then, his two best friends, Karan and Mira, who had followed him, arrived. "If you're going down there," Karan said, "we're coming with you." Mira nodded. "You'll never be alone." They ran back to Amma, who took off the sacred talisman from her neck and tied it around Arush's. "When this shines," she said, "know that I am with you." The three friends returned to the well. Arush looked back at Amma one last time, smiled, and jumped in. What they found below was breathtaking. Glowing blue trees, floating rocks, rivers of light. Two figures walked toward them. A man and a woman with golden eyes and faintly glowing skin. The woman whispered, "Arush, my son." Arush's eyes filled with tears. He had finally met his real parents, Rajvant and Linara, rulers of this underground realm called Adhobhumi Lok. They told him how long ago humans had attacked their kind, calling them half-creatures, monsters. The survivors escaped underground, creating a hidden world. To save their baby, they sealed Arush in a magical egg and sent him to the surface, hoping someone kind would raise him. Now that he had returned, everyone rejoiced. But a new fear loomed. Humans had started digging deep mines, searching for gold. If they dug too far, they would break into Adhobhumi Lok and destroy it. Rajvant said, "Arush, only you can stop them. You are the bridge between both worlds." Arush, Karan, and Mira decided to go back to the surface to warn the humans. But when they reached the village, it had changed. Huge machines tore into the ground and greed filled the air. Arush pleaded, "Stop! You're digging into a living world below." But the villagers shouted, "It's the monster again, catch him!" With Karan and Mira's help, Arush escaped and tried to stop the machines at night. Suddenly the ground shook. The well burst open with blinding green light. The border between the two worlds was broken. From below emerged hundreds of luminous beings, some fearful, some furious. Villagers screamed, "Demons!" Arush stood between the two sides and shouted, "No, they're not demons. They are living beings. This is their home too." His talisman began to glow brightly. The violent chaos froze. Humans lowered their weapons. The creatures stopped roaring. From the well, Rajvant and Linara rose, saying, "We are not your enemies. We too are children of this earth." Blue rain began to fall from the sky, soft and strange, and the earth itself seemed to breathe peacefully again. That night, a pact was made. Humans and the underground people would share the planet in harmony. Arush was called Dardiputra, the son of the earth, the one who united two worlds. When Budi Amma passed away, a faint green light rose from the well, as if her blessing had returned to him. Even today, people say that when digging goes too deep, machines suddenly stop, and from the darkness a whisper is heard. This earth is not yours alone. There are other worlds breathing within it.